All right, ready.
I know when it starts.
And we're live.
Yay.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us. I just posted the link in voice or in slash ad. I'm listening to myself through the live stream. Yeah, if you want to talk to us, you can DM Joe. You can ping us in voice chat. What I'm going to be doing is we have a live counter here at the bottom of the stream, but I'm also going to have a pie chart that I'm using throughout the stream. I'll put that in voice chat as well. And yeah, I'm Diggy. For those of y'all that don't know me, I'm the DPA secretary. I don't know if the other two of you want to introduce yourselves.
You go ahead, Vanilla.
I'm Vanilla Chai. I'm a senator. I'm also a deputy secretary for the DPA.
And I'm Joe Gamer, a justice on the Supreme Court. Yeah. And now I'm here, being held hostage.
Yeah, so the way this is going to work is that every couple of minutes we're going to get updates from the DOS and their multiple electoral officers who are counting votes right now. They're going to be sending votes as they come in, so we're going to see who wins this election in real time. I'll start with a question for y'all. Who do you think is going to win, or do you think it's going to go to a runoff? The way this is going to work is
Well, at the start of this campaign, I was pretty sure that Elena was the front runner. However, as we narrow down to today, it's gotten to become a very close race. My guess is a runoff between Twixt and Gold.
really
Yeah.
why?
So the Twixted campaign had a very rocky start, but I don't know what happened, but my guess it had to do with Trent leaving the Elena campaign. But the Twixt campaign started really racking up a lot of potential voters, and that's as Elena and Twixt are more left-wing politicians rather than Gold, who's obviously the more center-right candidate. There's going to be that split between there's gonna be that split between the right and the left wings, and then there's gonna be that split between the two left wings going for either Elena or Twixted. I think that Elena has lost a lot of voters, especially with the leaving of Trent, which was to me a surprise. And a lot of those voters have now floated to Twixted.
Vanilla, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Joe. Initially, I thought that this was going to be either between Elena and Twix or Elena and Gold. Either way, I thought Elena would make the final run, but I think it's more likely to be between Twix and Gold at this point. Um, Honestly, I'm not sure if Trent had much to do with it, although I do know that made a massive damper on the Elena and Trent campaign. Although I think she did the best she could, very quickly gave us a new vice president in Void. I personally like Void as the vice president choice, so I think she did a good job there. It's more likely in my mind that it'll be between Twix and Gold, and it'll likely be a runoff.
Interesting.
About you, Digi?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna go to a runoff between Twix and Gold as well. I think that yeah, I agree. I think the last couple of days we've seen a big push forward from Twix, and I think Gold's also had a strong past couple of days, despite the controversies that surrounded his campaign. I think that he's done a good job of recovering from all of that, and yeah.
Nice.
So the first batch of votes just came in. I'm gonna put that in voice chat. I'm putting them in the form of percentages, but I can read them out loud. So right now it's three votes for Golden Lavender, 2 for Elena and Void, 4 for Twix and Sleepy, and 3 for Ko and Blackchap.
Wow.
Very interesting.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's still a lot of votes left to be counted.
yeah, that's only 12. but
Very early in.
yeah.
I mean, I can't.
Yes.
I can't
So go ahead.
oh,
Sorry.
so, I just, we can't say much about the current numbers. There's not enough to go by.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, we'll get in some in a while. But I think that that's funny. Twix had stopped the count. Um, I think that we are ready for our first guest. Huge Bob, if you want to join VC1, I can drag you in.
Ooh, I thought it was streaming with the RCTV.
Or a donator, because that's easier for me to drag you. But Bob, if you're listening.
Uh-oh.
Okay, no worries.
Is he gonna show up?
I don't know. Either way, um, let me ask Ian if he wants in. Oh, Bob's here. He'll be here in a second.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Former President Huge Bob, thank you for making it out.
Pleasure to be here. All right. So you guys are all, sounds like we're counting Elena out. Is that what's going on here?
I think the last couple of days I've seen a lot of momentum for the other two campaigns. I obviously don't think it's, set in stone. I think Elena will definitely make it in. Or she, not definitely. I think there's a good chance she makes it in that second place, but I think Gold's, from the people I've spoken to at least, I think that, Gold is in for I think he's in. And like what Joe said earlier, I think the other two candidates are going to be splitting votes.
That's possible, yeah, for sure. And Gold has definitely done a lot of. He had a lot of catching up to do at first, right? But I think he's done that, frankly. And Twix had even more catching up to do, and I think they've done that even more. Elena, being the front runner, has definitely lost some ground, which, in my opinion, is unfortunate. Elena was my first choice, but I think in the end, Twix will win the runoff, but I definitely agree that it will go to runoff, and I agree that Twix will be getting first place in this first round.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting next hour or so.
Yeah, and you said we've got like 12 votes so far?
So only 12 so far. Yeah.
Looks like the last presidential election got 142. So let's do the quick math. What percent reporting are we at? We're at 12 of, let's just assume we get the same turnout as
140.
last time.
140.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at
I have
9% reporting.
Yeah, no, I have that in voice chat. I'm posting a little pie chart of how the night evolves.
Oh,
as we go.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they already have the results. So those guys in the DOS already know how this is turned out. Is that what that means?
They know that there were 140 total votes, and as they're counting the votes, they're giving me a tally of like every a couple minutes. They're telling me 3 more votes for Gold, 2 more votes for Elena, of that sort.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the 140, correct me if I'm wrong, is like total votes, not just confirmed or.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
So there'll be a lot of
some of those are going to get tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
They
getting
still have
in
to
the
verify.
next
Yeah.
Oh, we get more ballots.
Yeah, I'm getting the ballots in a second.
And this just it. More ballots.
Yep, more ballots are in. I'm gonna put them in voice chat right now.
Good.
So, gold, because this is according to the pie chart. Gold and Lav at a 7.3%.
Oh
Elena-
wow.
Elena and Void at a 9.6%, Twixted and Sleepy pulling at an 8.5%, and Whackjap and Co. 2.3%.
Now it's
That was-
interesting there. I imagine they've got 4 election officers, 1 on each of these candidates, and they just finished off Whack Jap and Co. Right? I assume that's all the votes they're going to get. They just went down the list and checked all their voters already. Is what
Yeah,
I'm guessing that means.
it's possible, and I think that's likely probable. I think that yeah. So if you want the raw numbers, it's right now it's 13 votes for Golden Lav, 17 for Elena and Void, 15 for Twix and Sleepy, and 4 for Whackjap and Co. So it's still definitely like they're all very closely bunched together with the
Yeah.
the
Gold is
separation of the two.
technically in third, but I don't think that's indicative of the final results yet.
Yeah, there's 72.
It's still, it's still way too early to call.
Yeah. I imagine they're just counting all the candidates' votes at the same time, and whoever's
They are.
counting Gold's votes just happens to be the slowest electoral officer.
Yeah. Shame on you to whoever it is.
Yeah. You know who you are.
Um,
All right.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
I think this is a very important message I just got from a voter out in Redmont. This guy named like West. He said, "I love Canada." I
You.
guess it-
Gross.
Very interesting.
You know, there we go. It's Huge Rob's opinion.
Canada sucks, dude. You wish you were America. You wish.
I'm gonna get a DM shortly soon.
I
yeah.
actually updated it because I forgot to hold on. The percentages were
Uh-oh.
wrong because I forgot to remove more votes from the uncounted / disqualified.
Shut
So
the
this
count.
is the update one. But same proportion, or the percentages is different. It's the same number of votes.
Whackjap didn't move at all, right?
Correct. It's the same number of votes. It's just that there's a fewer percentage of uncounted / disqualified votes now.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we're actually a third of the way done already. Wow.
Yeah, no, this is not supposed to be very long.
Here's something interesting. We ran a poll on the comments, and right now Elena is polling a 38% with 24 votes. So small selection pool.
Mhm.
But from the viewer at home, tending in favor of Elena, Void, and Twix and Sleepy.
Interesting, because that's what I would have bet 3 days ago, was that this was going to be a runoff between Elena and Twix. Now I'm not so sure. I think Twix is definitely in there. I think it's going to come down to Gold and Elena getting that second place spot. And I think when it goes to runoff, I do think Twix will ultimately come out on top, because I don't see Gold supporters switching to Elena if it's between Twix and Elena.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that so word from the DOS is that they're done, or that this number I have right now is about a quarter of each of the candidates have been counted. I would assume not counting Co and Whackjap, but
Right.
I assume it's all of them. Okay.
Interesting is the most recent poll in the news channel showed Co and Whackjap getting 10% of the vote. Now, to be fair, I don't know how big their selection size was, but they're already way under that target in the first round. So it'll be interesting to see who that extra 8% ends up going with, because that is enough to tip the scales between Gold and Elena.
Yeah. But they're almost done. There's 59 votes left. And I'm about to update this sheet in a second.
They're not giving us a lot of opportunities to really milk this. Damn.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Slow the count.
Slow the count. Slow the count.
Slow the count. Yes.
One vote per 5 minutes, please.
Yes, sir.
Make this more realistic, guys. Come on.
We got to drag this out for weeks.
The Wacko previous polling had a higher percentage of votes as opposed to what's actually being shown here in the election, because they're popular with newer players who maybe didn't meet the time requirements.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hold on. Vanilla,
Yeah, that
you
could
want to
be
read
it.
the new percentages?
Oh.
These are correct.
Oh. Oh wow, we got another update.
Yep.
Slow down. Gosh.
Sorry.
Not you.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Twix is still in the lead. That's pretty much what I was expecting. And Elena and Gold fighting for that second place spot.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so close.
Elena technically a little bit ahead, but I imagine all that means is that Gold had a voter that got disqualified or something.
Yeah. I mean, the total number right now is 23 votes for Golden Lavender, 26 for Elena and Void, and 28 for Twix and Jay. Still
Wow.
4 for Whackchap, so I think that is their disqualification. Or I think they're out of the race now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had asked me a month ago how I thought this was going to go, though, I would have thought that in a three-way race between Gold, Elena, and Twix, I thought Twix would have ended up somewhere around where Whackjap and Co are now, right? Twix entered the race. I didn't take them very seriously, to be honest.
I mean, when Twix originally entered, it was a three-way ticket. Twix, Muffins, and who was it? It
And
was
Nikki.
also sleeping. Nikki. Like,
Yep.
their campaign was a complete joke at the start.
And now they're going to be president.
Or it's gonna be very close.
I do think they'll end up winning, but that is technically not guaranteed yet.
I mean, yeah, we can't predict anything for certain.
I think the only situation in which Twix doesn't end up winning in the runoff is if Gold and Elena are somehow able to squeeze out the middle, and the runoff ends up going between Gold and Elena. I think that's the only world in which Twix doesn't win in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see that outcome as very likely.
What about this scenario? And I think it's not it's not out of the question. What if one person wins first place and second and third are tied?
Then we have a constitutional crisis.
We have a runoff to enter the runoff.
I can't even. I actually don't know what would happen there. That's terrifying. Someone should definitely.
Let's not think about that, because that means it would have to go to me.
Yeah, someone let Congress know that there is some homework that needs to be done, because
they're sleeping.
Oh, good. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, it is.
Let's hope a voter 2 gets disqualified, so that doesn't come to that.
You heard it here, folks. Vanilla wants folks disqualified. Everybody.
For those of us who just joined, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break. Whackchap and Co have been eliminated from the race, and it's still a dogfight between the other three.
Whopper, Junior, double, triple, Whopper, flame grill taste with
I love commercials.
Whopper.
Yeah, this is where you're supposed to be playing that commercial right now.
Oh, Whopper. Gosh, dang it, you guys.
Oh, it's playing on the stream.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What, Whopper?
Yeah, it is. I'm watching it right now.
No way! Gosh dang it.
Oh my god.
Oh, and our voice is playing through it.
You're a fucking genius.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's gonna play the whole ad.
All right, and now we're back.
I'd love to see the enthusiasm in the
Oh, we're
chat
back.
for that advertisement.
Shout out to the chat.
Special shout out to our sponsor today, Burger King. Make sure to order from Burger King the next time you are feeling hungry.
Yeah.
Meal for Kings.
I realistically I just that because I wanted to Whackchap to be able to clip that Whackchap's been eliminated and it goes to Whopper, you know.
That is pretty good. I like that. Well
Here,
done.
I just got a message from someone.
Yeah,
so I'm taking us to be a newer player. They asked, are disqualified votes verified by someone as being properly disqualified?
What? Electoral officers are in game right now, checking everybody's playtime. They run the /info/jobs, whatever command. And they check your playtime. I don't know necessarily whether anybody double checks. I haven't been involved in the electoral process or the vote verifying process since like the third Congress, right?
Yeah.
But back then it was just kind of, I guess technically the electoral officer could lie, but like that would be a massive scandal.
Elaborate on that. I'm not counting votes this time, obviously, but I am an electoral officer.
Oh, good.
So what we do is we just run /info. We'll check their playtime, a minimum of 6 hours. We'll screenshot if they don't meet the requirements, so that we can keep records of who disqualified for what reasons. And that's pretty much
Okay,
all. It's
beautiful.
very
So
simple.
there is some security on that.
Mhm.
Okay, that's wonderful. Back in my day, it was all chaos.
Old man.
Old man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guess now
I
we're
think
just. Oh.
our next, we're waiting on someone to come in. I think we have another guest joining in a second, another former president.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Who's it gonna be?
Are we kicking Bob out, or are we gonna have Bob and this other president duke it out? They can duke it out.
Thank you. Oh, we'll fight? That's not my first
Who was the
idea.
better president?
Dude, we built a whole fight club under the Senate chambers. I think it's still there. It's a secret room in the water fountain in the Senate side of the congressional building. If you go down the water fountain, there's a little black room, and we used to punch each other to death over bills. That was very effective.
Diggy, you left in game.
There is
Oh,
a secret room behind the Deputy Speaker of the House.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
That's where all the votes go.
Yeah.
Nice.
To the three candidates or two candidates that don't make it, I would not check there.
I guess the DOS heeded our word and slowed the count.
That's fair.
All right, here is our next
Yeah,
guest.
we can milk more.
Oh, you.
Oh no, the Canadian guy.
Yeah, another former president.
Now, duke it
The
out.
first
Here we go.
Canadian president to be charged with something. Not the second, Dead Wax. The first one, Westray. Welcome. Our second and eighth president. Ninth.
You are muted, by the way, Westray. Just letting you know.
I think there's going to be big wins for Canadians tonight, but we'll have to see.
Can you tell me how many Canadians are running in this race?
There's currently one. There's currently two. I think the Twixter campaign is very sympathetic to Canadians. So that's I could consider that one. And then Golden Lav is a Canadian as well, so I consider that too.
Oh my god.
So I think we need to consider that.
I don't think you should have told the voters about that, because the voters are largely American nowadays. It's not a European server anymore, and I don't think the Americans in the server are going to want to vote for you Canadians.
We actually have another president who's joining us. Please welcome the 11th or the 10th president.
The 11th or the 10th.
Yeah, whichever one Honey 69 was.
Oh, the unconstitutional one. Wait, I didn't say it out loud, did
The
I?
best one.
Imagine being an unconstitutional president. I don't know anything about what that's like.
Gee.
What's taking these people so long? Let me get
Honey's in here. Ian's in here.
No, the votes.
Oh, they forgot. They fell asleep.
They fell asleep.
They're leaving us in suspense because
they're going to give us. Yeah, they're going to give us all the votes in one.
Kind of result right now. Yeah.
Don't do that if you're listening, DOS. Do not do that. That would be lame.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the people?
No, where's my introduction?
We introduced you.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did you?
Really? Either the 10th or the 11th president. We couldn't remember which you were.
Or the unconstitutional one.
That was the 10th. Whoa. Good afternoon. My name is Honey69, and
69.
I was the 10th president of Redmont. Today we are gathered here to look at the live vote count for the February presidential election.
Ew, what? Why are you talking like that?
I'm reading the script.
Oh,
it's Digi's robot, sorry.
I see.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be tight.
It looks like Gold and Elaine are fighting for that second place spot still.
Yeah.
It's going to be very close.
Let's talk VP picks. How do you guys feel about the VP picks?
That's an interesting question, because usually my instinct is always to say that I don't care about the VP picks. Ultimately, they might tie break in the Senate, but even then, they're mostly going to listen to the president. But this last administration, we saw the vice president actually become president, right? So the vice president isn't useless. They might actually end up becoming president one day. I myself was originally the vice president on a ticket. And then Crix was removed from office, and I became president for actually more than half of the term. So looking at these guys, Lavender, Void, Sleepy, I'm not too worried about them being president. I'll admit they definitely they give off more vice president energy, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean, right?
Yeah. I think that was something I was looking for too, is like, I think we need a president who's going to last throughout the term. I'm kind of
Yeah.
tired now of having the VPs becoming president, last month. So, but it's something that you have to think about because, I mean, it's happening. It's a new thing.
A lot
And
can change in 4 months. It's a Minecraft server, right? People,
Yeah.
things happen.
Yes.
Do you think that the vice president change in the Atlantic campaign? Do you think that was more of a benefit or a harm to her campaign?
Definitely a harm.
definitely
Easily.
a harm for sure.
I mean, even people who like Void more than Trent, the advantage of Trent is that he balanced out the ticket. Even if he's not right wing necessarily, he's a very well known business owner. So, more capitalistly minded people are going to be more sympathetic towards that. Especially given that Elena is the most vocal in favor of raising the minimum commission, something that big businesses and wealthy individuals are not taking very well.
So, in it's a little disappointing, but it's kind of impressive on how efficient our DOS is. They have the full results.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on those. They're just putting a little double check on it, and they're gonna send me the full results in a couple minutes.
Full
So-
results already. Wow.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
that
They really
is
didn't.
fast.
That is
So much for an
anticlimactic.
hour.
No, don't
Yeah,
don't even share the full results. You get the full results and then give us half of them. right?
Yes, I think that's what we do. We just
Okay,
need release some increments.
Should I
We're
release
gonna-
like half now? I feel like that's like. Actually, no. You know, what, I'm gonna do this because the DOS
Oh,
secretary
they're
when I
gonna
was.
post it on the forums soon here anyway. So yeah, we just got to release the full
Stop
results.
the
don't worry.
count. So we'll tell them not to.
Count.
Little did they know this was a operation by Derpy to remain in power.
And have you made sure that they're not going to announce the results in government announcements before we've announced them on the broadcast, or is it going to be chaos?
Let's hope.
Okay. I imagine
Well-
there's going to be a DOS officer that wants
Also-
to let everybody know.
Going back to the Trent thing, because what didn't Wes, your polling company, do a poll on that? Like 50% of the people remained unchanged, wasn't it?
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Here,
But
okay, here.
There was some people who were not happy with the change, but then there were some people who were happy with the change. I think it was very split. I think people who liked Void kind of went to Elena's ticket, and the people who liked Trent. I believe Renica actually went to the gold campaign. Was one thing I noticed, and I think it kind of varied because of that.
Here, I have the results. So the Trent VP change. The unchanged opinions were 51%. So like a majority didn't change their
Interesting.
mind. I don't know how large this poll was, or if it was any of the selection bias. Stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. But 51% that it was unchanged. 26.5% say it worsened. Only 18.4% said they improved.
That's still
Yeah.
pretty high, though. For I mean, you would think that would be a scandal, right? You don't expect 18% of people to like a candidate more because of a scandal.
Yeah, right. I mean, Trent was a fairly controversial pick. Like he wasn't like a diamond in the rough kind of guy. Like
I think he can be very outspoken, which can ruffle some feathers among
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
yeah, like he had his policies and he knew his policies and he stuck with those policies.
Yeah.
And there was no change, and he was very outspoken about what he believed. And some people liked those policies a lot and held him as like a figure for those ideals. And then others like, this guy is the epitome of what I believe in. Therefore, I'm against Trent. Like,
Absolutely.
so
I respect him for having strong opinions, but yeah, I think it's maybe not the best trait to have in a democratic institution, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So do you think that the events of today, with the sort of DCT controversy, would that have an impact on last minute voters or on the runoff? You
No,
think?
No,
I don't think it
not at all.
matters because
I doubt it.
the DCT is heading in the same direction no matter who wins. There's the same the same secretary regardless of the candidates, and I think the Senate has
Yeah.
been pretty open to nominating that secretary, or confirming that secretary rather. So I don't think the aftermath of Lavender's firing had any will play any role. Because realistically, Lavender did not have very much longer in the position anyway. It's disappointing to see what happened, but either way, I don't think it'll play a big role.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Um,
like free Lav, bro. Lock up and
Free
impeach
Lav.
and get him out of citizen, bro.
So we are going to cut to another quick commercial break.
Oh, gosh.
And then we'll have the light result.
Sounds good.
It's been 2,190 days.
Dude, Rihanna, we waited
It's
for
been
you.
over 6 years since the 9-time Grammy winner dropped her last album.
Everybody where have you been?
We've been impatiently waiting for
last
her
project we got from Rihanna.
The fans just predicted the end of
and
Rihanna.
everybody has
You need me.
Oh, it's the Rihanna ad.
Oh, I was kidding about the Rihanna ad. Damn.
Oh, someone said to get a DemocracyCraft commercial in the chat. We should have played the new trailer. That would have been sick.
Oh, I have that too. I'm an idiot.
That's fail. Well, I think the ad's over on the stream.
Absolutely.
Yep, it is. So results.
Vanilla, is there anything you'd like to say before we announce results?
I'm thinking. I'm. You know what? I'm going to be the Maverick. I'm saying Twix Elena. That's my guess.
All right. Let's announce our predictions for.
I'm even going to put it in voice chat just so that it's funnier when I'm wrong.
Let's see. Based off the current polling from our last update, I think I'm still gonna stick with my original guess of Twixt and Gold for the same reasons.
Yeah, Whack and KO Sellas.
Yeah, that one's not happening.
What? No.
Hate to break it to you guys, all the
Wait, that's
Whack Jet voters.
that's not a 29%.
Gold. Well, Wes, do you have any guesses?
I think I kind of agree with you, Joe. I think it's going to be a Twix and Gold for the runoff, and I mean, I think that's a pretty solid guess.
Look at that, Canadians and Americans agreeing. Who would have
Well,
thought?
he said he agrees with me, but then he disagreed with me. I think it's Twix Elena.
Well, I'm American too.
I think I haven't noticed
Imagine.
Lena having much of like a campaign presence compared to Gold and Twix in the last like 3 days of like voting. I don't know if that's something other people have noticed or not, but
Interesting. Okay.
because like voting day really matters, like those 3 days, getting people.
True.
Well, I think we all have our. JG, do you have any updates to your picks, or are you sticking with your original?
I'm told that the DOS is they're typing out their announcements, and then I have the green light to announce.
So they're going to announce it first?
No. They'll announce it after we say it on the stream.
Well,
But
yeah.
they're waiting until we announce it to do it. But they're typing up the post.
Okay.
Good.
So we just keep waiting.
Yeah, we can keep talking. And you know what? If you're here, Twix, this is your fault.
Yeah, for all the people watching at home right now, go ahead and put your predictions in the chat, whether it be voice chat on Discord or in the chat, the stream chat on YouTube. Let us know who you think is going to finish first, second, third, so that we can laugh at you when you're wrong, frankly.
Yeah, no, but let me finish what I was saying before. This is Twix's fault because I don't know, Ian. I don't know if you remember, but when we won, the results, he was over there in government announcements typing for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
To see if we pass the confirmation vote. This is payback.
And,
I forgot.
Just remember, Twix, if you win, me and Diggy are gonna make your inauguration real special.
Oh yeah,
just like
yeah.
your muffins did.
Yeah,
it'll be great. Don't worry.
Getting exciting. Now you have to wait. Also, for anyone on the stream, feel free to message me on Discord or in game. You know, it's to be like 5 seconds or 10 seconds behind. Message me, and I can read out your comments. So I've only had one like genuine one, which was I wanted to say good luck to everyone. So from a citizen, good luck to all candidates. That's about all I got, though. So
I
sad.
think no matter who wins tonight, all the candidates did a really good job with campaigning. I've seen multiple players putting out ads for all 4 of them. So round of applause for them, really.
You know,
Yeah.
if there was an award for biggest like super fan, it definitely goes to Azel for being able to spin everything in favor of gold. So congratulations, Azel. You are the campaigner of the election.
Whoever is modifying the stream, I just want you to know I'm watching, and I just saw you put Wax Shop Co. at 50% on the stream.
The math ain't mathin'.
They're being updated on the stream as we speak. I can't tell if those are accurate though.
No, I don't know if I think those are probably accurate, but
wait,
the actual
16?
numbers will come into voice chat in the next couple of minutes.
Oh, they're being changed. Okay. Someone's math wasn't mathing right.
I'm gonna update it on the spreadsheet or on the presentation that you and I have, Joe and Vanilla. Do not say anything that indicates anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Wax App just like a huge elite.
Yeah, Wax App 100 votes.
And do you think the DPA should continue doing this for congressional elections, presidential elections, like next month when there's a congressional election? You should definitely do this again. I think it was great.
I think this is a really good thing to experiment with, and whether or not Gold Blooded makes it, I think this is a really good idea. Credit where credit's due. Marty played a great role in this. Thank you, Marty, for
Marty.
for 1, streaming, but 2, facilitating, and doing most of the heavy lifting and making this event happen. Obviously, thank you to Joe and Vanilla for coming out and supporting me. I would definitely wouldn't have done this alone.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Oh, shucks.
Thanks, Joe and Vanilla.
Yeah.
No problem. I enjoyed doing this.
And then obviously,
this was great.
Former presidents, Bob, Honey69, and Westray.
Yeah, it's been great.
By the way, if you're looking at the stream right now, the percentages are not accurate. Because currently we have a 60% gold and Twix at 80%, and something tells me that those percentages do not add up.
I should talk about.
Yeah, we get it, bro. You're a STEM major.
Yeah.
Steam now. It's Steam now.
So Elena Boyer leading with 506%.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
I will say, I do think you are confusing some people with the fake numbers.
Yeah,
I see. People are very upset in chat.
Guys, if you're inaccurate numbers, do not blame anyone but Marty. Anyway, so
It's a technical difficulty.
Yeah,
He handed in the right numbers. It's just
There's some
YouTube.
irregularities with the mail-in ballots. We might
Should
just
we-
throw them all out.
should we invite some presidential candidates in here, Digi? Or are we going to wait till after results are finalized?
Twix is out right now. Gold can join. Elena, if you're here and you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to.
Elena was in VC1 earlier. I don't know what happened.
Oh. Elena, just hop into a donator chat and I can drag you in. If you want a VC. If not, that is totally fine as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and if any of the candidates don't want to join because they're nervous, utterly understandable. Someone will lose, and that does not feel good when that happens.
Do you think there's a chance that there's no runoff?
No.
I doubt it.
I can confirm that there will be a runoff.
Spoilers!
Spoilers! Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Could you confirm the voter turnout?
5 yet.
Question for the nerds hosting this. How do you guys think Twix has done well, despite just coming back to the server and immediately running for president with Muffins and Nikki? I think we touched upon this a little bit earlier. I think that he's done a really good job of the messaging of his campaign after the first sort of like at first it seemed like a joke. Now
It seemed it was a joke.
It was a joke.
You can't have three
now,
people.
Yeah. But now I think that after he moved and picked up Jay as the vice president, I think he did a really good job of proper messaging on their platform, doing all the right things, and in campaigning, and really kind of showing that even though he was gone for a little while, he hasn't lost a step. So I think Twix has done a really good job, and I think that there are a lot of people who have been knocking him for rejoining the server and running for president immediately. I mean, I did the same thing. Consumer basically did the same thing. It's not like I don't think that it's that big a deal.
Yeah, clearly the voters agree with you because it looks like Twix is pulling in the lead here actually for first place in the first round.
Elena is in the donator chat, and so is Void if you want to drag up VP candidates.
Cool, I can drag both Void and Elena in.
I'd also like to point out that Twix has 2 days of playtime, which is no small feat either.
Yeah.
I will say on the snap poll we just did in the YouTube stream, it looks like Gold and Elena tied for first place, and Twix with third, which is not what I would be expecting would be president in the actual results.
To be fair, there's 22 votes, and we don't know that it's definitely isn't an equal demographic representative.
Sure, yeah. It is interesting still, nonetheless.
People who are awake.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
Which
9
means
p.m. America time.
I love how accurate the results are at the moment.
Oh, hello. Welcome, Elena and Void.
Hello.
Glad to have you on the stream.
For real.
How you guys feeling right now? I can't
it's-
imagine you're not stressed out a little bit.
No, I am very much so.
I literally just messaged Void 2 seconds ago. I was like, I think I just pooped my pants.
Okay, so
Should probably get that cleaned up before the acceptance speech.
There's additional material here.
If you make the runoff, this is being recorded.
The voters would probably like that. Actually, they're kind of weird.
Appeal to the voters.
It's called being real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh my gosh.
And Elena, they love the authenticity.
Yeah, if the next person, whether it be Twix or Gold, you know what you have to do now to prove that you're real as well.
I'm being genuine.
Not our results just turning to L.
Damn. Sorry about it.
How's this race been going for you, Elena? You've been thinking that things are going to go well tonight? How do you feel tonight?
Honestly, my opinion throughout this entire thing has flipped so many times that I don't even know what I think anymore.
Understandable.
I think one thing, and then I feel like the next day I wake up and I have a different outlook. So every day's been very different.
Yeah, absolutely. You think you've been doing a lot of campaigning in game? Because obviously Discord campaigning is super easy to, it's easy to spam the campaign chat, right? But we all know that in-game campaigning is what wins elections. Do you guys think you've been keeping up on that front?
I know I have. I've been DMing people, just using /message, just trying to get a rough estimate on how many voters we might have. I will say in recent days it has dropped off a little bit, and it's obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no matter what happens, personally, I'm just going to be really happy with what happens because Elena and I started this new ticket with less time than we were hoping for. And the fact that we got to where we are at the moment with the time given is I'm just proud of what we've done together.
That's excellent. So I do want to ask real quick. Let's say either you win outright or it goes to a runoff and you win the runoff. What would be the first thing you guys do in the new administration? What's your number one priority? And obviously, it might not be approved by Congress or departments or what have you, but assuming you had infinite power, what would be your number one goal?
Honestly, we just want to keep like that communication going with Congress and all of our cabinet members. If we were to win the whole thing, just so that we have a nice and stable. Everything could be stable. Everyone's communicating well, so that we're all on the same page. Because without those strong communication skills, it'll just kind of go to shit.
We saw that during this last, not the Derpy administration, but the administration directly prior with Deadwax. That actually, the lack of communication led to his removal from office.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'd hate to cut y'all off, but we are ready to announce. I don't know if
Beautiful.
you, Void, Elena, Twit, Gold. I don't know if I want to stay here, not stay
Yes, I
here.
do.
Entirely up to you. But yeah. So where is
Ladies and gentlemen?
And keep in mind that there is a stream delay if you're wanting to announce.
There's a 20-second stream delay. Yeah. So
should we announce it then post it in voice chat? Oh, you've already posted it.
I just posted in voice chat.
All right. Well,
go ahead, Joe.
So polling at right now, Gold, Lavender at 25.4%, Twixted and Sleepy at 30.7%, and Whackjep and Co. at 3.5%. What this means is that Gold and Twixted are officially heading to a runoff. Gold, again, having 40.4% of the vote, and Twixted having 30.7% of the votes.
I have to admit, that is, I don't think anybody predicted this. Congratulations, Gold.
Real quick. The numbers for that looked so it was 46 votes for Gold total, 35 for Sleepy and Twix, 29 for Alina and Void, and 4 for Co and Whackjep.
That's like 130 votes. That's less turnout than the previous election, isn't it?
Yeah, because people also had their votes disqualified because inactive people were voting like.
Okay, right. That's very interesting. Though. I don't think anybody here projecting that Gold would win first and Twix with second. Was that anybody?
I knew it. I told y'all. I never doubt Gold.
Well, when the race started, I didn't. But heading into the last couple of days, I think that it became. I think that's sort of when I knew that I think Gold was going to finish in first, but I knew that second and third would be really close between Twix and Elena. And shout out to the Elena and Void campaign. Y'all did a great job with campaigning, and the messaging was great. But yeah, and obviously, it was a pretty close race. It was determined by 6 votes. That's, anything.
Really close.
I mean, Joe, didn't you guess like the same thing too? Me and Joe guessed like a Gold lead and then Twix in second, right? Was that what you guessed?
I just said it's going to be a Twix Gold runoff. I didn't really specify who was going to be first place.
Well, that was sort of what, but I mean, yeah, I think Elena ran a great campaign. I think having to deal with the fact of like changing vice presidents because unfortunately from Trent's departure, I think she was really able to pick up votes. I mean, 25% is a lot in this election.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing. For anyone on the stream, currently there is a link in government announcements for the runoff election. Please vote.
Yeah, please vote. And do you want to give another
very
shout
important
out?
Because this first round was decided by, like you said, 6 votes. It's gonna matter. All right.
Real quick, as I add Lavender to this, We'll give a quick shout out to Miss Georgia, Sleepy Jacks, Some Human on Earth, and Booping Berry for being our vote counters. Even though y'all went a little too fast for us and didn't give us enough content to milk out. Actually, no, it's almost been an hour, so
Yeah.
perfectly timed. Honestly, y'all did a great job. Thank you to President Derpy and Vice President Roach for being epic and letting us do this and green lighting this whole initiative. We really appreciate the forward thinkingness of your campaign or of your administration. So let's move Lavender in here now.
Welcome, Lavender.
Welcome, Lavender. Congratulations on making the runoff. How are you feeling?
Yeah, running man.
Thank you.
Wow.
What?
All right, so I want to ask the two of you,
Girl
now that
bosses?
you guys have made it to the runoff, this some of the same
Girl
questions I
bosses.
asked Elena Voigt a moment ago. So let's say you guys end up winning the runoff. What's your number one priority once you become president and vice president?
Honestly, organizing my cabinet. That's what I want to do first.
Okay.
I want to organize my cabinet. I want to ensure that they have everything that they need, that they want, to have a good standing in the cabinet.
Oh, you're not keeping end then.
I know, right? Girl bosses, let's go.
Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds good. That's a very respectable answer. All right. How do you feel coming out of that? You feeling confident about this runoff? Thinking you're going to be able to pull ahead of Twix?
My adrenaline is pumping, dude. You have no idea.
Wow,
I'm wired. Shut up. Literally.
Gold, is there anything that while we're still streaming that you'd like to try and say to the Elena voters? Try and get them on your side?
You know, I'm a team player. I'll fight for your views as long as I don't know. I'm not very good at this, to be honest. I'm not a really good on the fly dude. I just hope that y'all vote for me and y'all can trust me.
All right. While we cut to another quick commercial break. We're gonna figure out this next segment real quick, and we are going to be right back.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that Impossible or bacon Whopper, any Whopper my way. You rule your season today at BK. Have it your way.
Place. It'll be interesting to see Elena's announcements that we should be expecting probably within the next few minutes here on possibly an endorsement for the runoff, which could be interesting.
Yeah, we're getting out. I'm
And we're
getting out an
back
announcement
live.
now.
All right, we're back live. Yeah. Does anybody have any thoughts in voice chat?
Congratulations, Gold.
Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't received any DMs. Sorry.
That I will admit was a surprise to me. I was expecting Twix to come out in an easy first place, and then the second place I was expecting to be a fight between Gold and Elena, and obviously that is not what happened. Gold took it by, I mean, a 10-point margin above Twix, and then another 5% over Elena. So Elena in fairly distant third place actually, which is not what I was expecting going into this.
Gold and Life would have only needed 10% more votes, and they wouldn't have had to be a runoff at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But 14 votes is a lot of votes.
Yeah,
14 votes is a lot.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter now. That's all behind us. Now the real election starts.
Mhm.
The one-on-one. It's going to be interesting to see, where how many it's 24-hour poll. I mean, this time tomorrow we'll know who who did it.
Well, it's
Right.
interesting. The dynamics of the runoff at this time are going to be very interesting because it's not necessarily. I think this is the first time that the front runner in the first round isn't the obvious favorite going into the runoff, right? I mean, obviously, Gold got the most votes this time, right? But winning Elena votes is going to be, I think, a challenge for the Gold campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're already seeing it, right? Like you have the Elena and Twix or the Elena and Void campaign manager. We're already releasing ads for Twix and Sleepy in game.
Yep.
So I mean, I think we will see. I mean, they said this in the debate, but obviously we're gonna see the endorsement. But it'll be interesting to see how many of the supporters actually move over, and my guess is going to be a decent amount. So what needs to happen now is that I think
Elena just now dropped their endorsement of the Twix campaign.
Yeah. So now it's just a matter of how influential that endorsement actually is, and how many people change their opinions because of it.
Yeah. That is interesting, but I'm definitely not going to be placing any bets yet because I've already been surprised once, and I'm not going to let that happen again.
Oh yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go.
It is interesting nonetheless to see the first place winner as almost the underdog in the runoff.
I think the first place winner is the underdog in this runoff. But
People love an underdog.
I think, but at the same time, I think Gold is the more experienced politician, and Gold knows how to really start whipping votes when he needs them.
And it doesn't hurt that he's the Secretary of the Department of State, right? Wink, wink. I'm trolling.
I think Gold will be happy to clear up right now that he has he's lost access to the election results. There's 100% independent and run by some human on Earth, I believe. Am I right in that, or am I wrong?
I believe it was also run by the administration.
Oh yeah, so I know Rouge and Derpy are overseeing it, but Human is the kind of the DOS boots on the ground there as well.
Nice. I do hate how they stopped putting the number, like the vote tally, in government announcements for elections. I'm not opening the forums. That's cringe.
You gotta get those. Get that click rate up.
Oh, genius! That's why they do it.
I don't know if it's actually that. I don't think it does anything, but
it would help for the Google page rank. But I don't think there's anybody else named DemocracyCraft, so I don't know how much that matters.
Yeah, who knows?
Beautiful. All right. I do wish we had Twix with us so we could interview them as well.
Yeah, the thing with Twix and Sleepy is they're in West Coast time zone, so it's 6 p.m. for Twix. I think he's like in class or like taking a midterm right now. Jay is.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's normal.
What?
and Jay is like in school, like watching the stream per what you said in the live stream. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Teacher comes over. What are you doing? Finding out if I become vice president, obviously.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
Obviously, DC before academics.
Yep. Sam.
Hey, Miss Johnson, can I use the bathroom? And like sits here for an hour in the bathroom watching the stream.
Did I win?
They're watching the stupid Whopper.
Gosh dang it.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
can't believe we got away with 2 Whopper ads.
I blame Merge. Honestly, blame Merge.
Oh, there's another Whopper ad playing right now in this.
Are you serious?
Better not be. Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh my god.
All right, I think you can call it. It's been over an hour. Unless we can move over to stage BC. If that's better. But I think the stream is there's not much more to cover. But after this Whopper ad, we'll cut to it.
Oh, one last Whopper ad. Let's go.
Oh god.
Whopper.
Rihanna, we waited for you.
Dude, I'm
Burger King sponsor DC, please.
No, I'm currently feuding with Burger King. Actually, I'm boycotting them right now because they used to have the chicken sandwich was the best chicken sandwich on the market.
The chicken is solid. The chicken is solid.
They discontinued it though.
You.
I thought there's still a chicken sandwich.
There's a chicken sandwich now, but it's not the chicken. The new one is like on par with the McDonald's chicken sandwich. It's just okay, and if you order it and then wait like 10 minutes, it turns into grist.
Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup. It's okay if I don't want that Impossible or bacon Whopper. Any Whopper my way. You rule your season today at BK.
Chick-fil-A,
yeah,
I'm on a
yeah.
mission to find the best chicken sandwiches because Chick-fil-A
Oh, I did a
has been
ranking.
the king for. Yeah, I've been ranking them too because Chick-fil-A's on the top, right?
No. I don't
But-
understand. I went to 10 places in one night and ranked them all.
Oh
I
my-
do
who
enjoy
beat-
the.
Okay, tell me everyone that beats Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is great, but like the company kind of sucks. You know, I still eat the chicken just because I don't give a fuck. If the chicken tastes good, the chicken tastes good. Which is why I want.
That's facts.
Which is why I want to find a place better than Chick-fil-A. And Burger King was that place until they got rid of the chicken.
I'm trying to
All
find
right.
it.
So two things. First, maybe we should move back to something else. And B, I do enjoy the fact that this is still playing over the Whopper ad. And
So it was Popeyes was number 1.
I've heard that one's good. I still got to try that.
Chick-fil-A is number 2. McDonald's is number 3. KFC at 4. BK
KFC
at
one's
5. PDQ at 6. Wendy's at 7. Zaxby's at 8. Church's Chicken at 9, and Arby's at 10.
Burger King at 5. That's not the chicken, right? That's the new one.
That is a chicken.
The chicken was number 5 for you?
Yeah.
I gotta try that Popeyes then.
The McDonald's and the KFC ones are good.
You liked the McDonald's one more than the chicken?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Okay, the McDonald's one is actually spicier in my opinion.
are we moving to stage?
We
Which
can
McDonald's
one
are we talking about? Are we in the stream?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're good
over, right? Yeah. Oh, there's another Burger King ad playing.
Oh my god.
Number 5.
Sorry,